Hello everybody, welcome back to Friendsim Volume 6. Earlier in my blog I said this morning that probably my favorite thing about live blogging is that when I make crazy off-the-wall predictions about things, it's in writing on the internet so that when they come true, everybody can see plainly that I totally called it. This was in reference to something that happened in Paranatural today, which you should totally go read if you have not read it. It's a very good webcomic. Highly recommended. But anyway, my second favorite thing about live blogging is probably this right here, when I make the transition from a dude who's experiencing all this stuff for the first time and, you know, needs to avoid spoilers, and, you know, you're all coming to see how I react to things that you remember, to now being the one to show you this content for the first time. This is, of course, Friendsim Volume 6, which we will hit start on in a moment. And this became available to download about 4 hours ago. So odds are, if you're watching the stream right now, this will be your first time seeing it. Which is just kind of cool, now that I get to show you what is happening today in the world of the Homestuck fandom. So let's get started. Okay, so here we are for the first few volumes. Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of course, was the last volume that came out, featuring the best and the worst troll at the same time. Then we have Volume 6, up to Text and Envy Green. Interesting. Text and Envy Green, although you don't really have a green blood here. We have a gold blood, it looks like, a couple of them, and of course a blue blood, which I'm always excited for. Armed with your fresh heaps of hard-won cultural knowledge, you continue on your journey. Troll life sure is complicated, not to mention troll romance. Oh yeah, we did learn a little bit about that in last week's episode. From either character. Let's just breeze past that. You really aren't interested in getting into all that. Your life is complicated enough, and adding an additional level of angst on top of all that does not sound ideal. No, it does not, unless it's very cute, like it was with Polira. Forgot how that name was pronounced already. Polila? Yeah. Polly Wanacracker. Friendship is all you can handle right now. And boy, do you love to handle it. Okay, MSPA reader, you made that sound weird again. Just get your fingers all up in there and squish that shit. Ew. Come on, dude. You're supposed to keep this friendly. Alright. So here we have Elwurd, blue blood. Always good to see a blue blood. Palia. And Kuprim and Foliuk. Got a pair of them. Once again, keeping in with the Gold Blood's habit of use of the number 2, involving the number 2 somewhere in their gimmick. You had Sulix of Duality, Serva, the non-binary, and now we've got a pair of Gold Bloods. They come as a set. How nice. But we're going to start with Elwurd. No last name given, or no first name given. Only one name given. You are ready to meet someone new, but you have no idea where to go. You're kind of hoping you'll just bump into someone. While you're thinking it, you do! You bump into someone. The troll takes a step back to look at you, eyebrows lifted in surprise, while you sputter apologies. This is a different art style than previously. I think we have a different artist than the last couple volumes, or at least some of the different, or at least a different artist from some of the volumes, anyway. When you notice the color of the symbol on her shirt, your blood turns to ice. Okay, admittedly, that is the appropriate reaction. I'm going to give the MSPA reader that one. Okay. So the cat almost just, the sound you just heard was the cat almost breaking, like, 3 of my electronic devices. Most expensively being my Switch. So hang on, cat. You okay? Gonna be chill? Gonna be chill during the stream? Hiveswap and chill, cat. Hiveswap and chill. God, no, it's not. That's not a toy. Given what you've picked up about Troll Society, she'd probably be well within her rights to attack you, or at least treat you to some very hurtful insults. Well, hey there, little buddy. She's very chill. I'm getting Gamgee. I'm worried that this is like Blue Blood Gamgee already. You look kind of lost. Worried. Elwurd has the quirk of capitalizing all of her L's. Very nice. Everything okay? Huh. That was a lot friendlier than you expected. I mean, I've seen her, she looks pretty chill. Plus she looks like parentheses Riska, so that's also a good sign. Hopefully. Possibly. That said, this troll's look is intimidating. She's smiling at you, but the leather jacket and undercut make you think you shouldn't fuck with her. This is good music. I like it. And their lyrics. I'm just gonna listen to the music for a second. Hang on. Alright, anyway. She also looks really dope. Like, maybe this is someone whose name would look really nice in your address book. Oh. Hang on. Cat again. Pausing for cat. Alright. Hi. That's my microphone. Please don't rub against it. It will annoy my compatriots. How's the volume? It looks really loud on OBS. Volume is loud. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna turn it down just a tad for you guys. Alright. That should be better. Don't want to overpower my voice. Alright. They also look really dope. Like, maybe this is someone whose name would look really nice in your address book. Look, you know you've been pretty non-discriminating with your friend tastes so far. You're grateful for every taste of affection thrown your way, but you can't admit that you've barked up the friendship tree for some real weirdos. Wonder if troll streamers have to deal with Lucite photobombing then? Oh, I hope so. Well, it's like, and that would be hilarious too, like a Lucite photobombing. Like, imagine, you know, like just the deer cat wandering around in the background and just coming in and licking your face. That would be adorable. But this time, you really want to be friends with this girl. Oh yeah, as opposed to all the other times. In fact, it feels like earning her approval might even raise your opinion of yourself. Or your social cachet. She's just, like, seriously cool. She is cool, man. All blue bloods are cool. Tell her you're lost, not that you have anywhere to be. Just seeing where the night goes, huh? Been there. I could tell you some stories. Oh, man. And if the Lucite is in the Velociraptor. Okay, actually, a Velociraptor Lucius sounds awesome. Like, I just got back from seeing Jurassic World 2 this morning, which was alright. But, you know, Blue was in it a lot, the Velociraptor from the last movie. And she's, like, probably one of the best characters in the movie. You may remember that all of the trailers painted the movie as a story to rescue Blue specifically, because the advertisers wisely and correctly assumed that Blue was the only character we cared about from Jurassic World 1. Anyway, enough about that. Back to Elwurd. I could tell you some stories. Oh, man. I don't want to be rude, but you're an alien, right? You confirm. That is one of the few solid facts you know. And you're going to hang on to that with both hands, while they're still your hands, and not your grab pods or your gesture appendages or whatever. Anyone's hear laughter in the background? Yeah, that's my neighbors. My neighbors are outside the window talking to each other, so you might hear them from time to time. Neat. You can call me Edward, by the way. Elwurd, by the way. I have all kinds of cool alien stories. Haha. You want to hang with me? I know a place near here to grab a drink if you want. Does she mean platonically, or is she asking you out? It's really hard to tell. She's so cool and disaffected. If this were a date suggestion, she's gotta be the smoothest motherfucker around. You're kind of hoping she just wanted to get to know you better. She's beautiful, but it seems like going on a date with her would be a lot of pressure. Mostly you just really, really want her to like you. Elwurd Elric? Oh yeah, somebody. Now I kind of want to see artwork of Ed dressed up as Elwurd here. Ed from Fullmetal Alchemist, that is, for those of you not keeping track at home. She brushes a piece of lint off her jacket, and your desperation for her attention grows. You say yes. Oh yeah. Alien time. Let's go. Wait. Wait? Come on, can't you even just go hang out with someone without some kind of whole rigmarole? Are you fated to always be bombarded with branching choices, choosing randomly between fates that almost always seem to end in some kind of violence? There's actually 2 places we could go. Oh, man. You want to try the closer place or the farther place? Fine. Fine! You'll make another choice. Let's see. I honestly have no idea which of these might be the correct option. Going farther away sounds like more of an adventure, and therefore the choice that's more likely to result in a long-term path. And that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Some of the game over routes are pretty long in and of themselves. So let's just go with the closest place first, and in true real-world fashion, we'll start with the closest place and then go to the next closest place and see how it works. Seems reasonable. You don't want to wait any longer than necessary for that delectable friendship. You tell her to take you to the closest place she knows. Turns out to be pretty close. She crosses the street and takes you down a flight of stairs to a little underground bar. When you walk in the door, you're ready to do some befriending, but Elwurd seems distressed. You follow her gaze and see another cerulean symboled troll girl with a buzz cut and a snakebite piercing sitting alone in the bar stool. As you watch, the other troll looks over at Elwurd and gives her a little smile. Oh boy. You clear your throat, and Elwurd seems to abruptly remember your presence. Well, we've arrived. The hangout place? You can take it from here, right? Yep, we're done. I gotta go. Alright, so that was how that happened. Game over? I think this is the first time we've actually seen a troll outside of the ones being talked to. If you know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. Like Aradia did make a cameo in one of the in Damien's route, but otherwise, usually when you're talking to a bunch of trolls, you only ever see the one troll who you're trying to befriend. Her name is Elwurd. Yes, it is. Anyway, so, well, that ended. To the farther place. Tell her you're in no rush, and the farther place is fine. She takes off in the same direction she was walking before you bumped her. You follow behind, trying to act like you totally belong here, next to this genuine troll babe. You walk next to cool people all the time. It's practically a hobby. Her name is literally an homage to an old way to refer to lesbians. Perfect. Elwurd. I'm in Lesbians with you. Scott Pilgrim is a great movie. Anyway. After a couple blocks, though, she stops short. You narrowly avoid bumping into her again. Oh yeah, sign of the other troll who was in that game over screen was Scoro. Sign of the Wondrous. A Durst Hart player, apparently. They were... Interesting tidbit. Anyway, after a couple blocks, though, she stops short and you narrowly avoid bumping into her again. She fishes her palm husk out of her pocket, and you can see it's vibrating noisily. She looks at the screen and theatrically rolls her eyes. Ugh. Ugh. This is so annoying. Sorry, but like, there's just this thing. I have to deal with it, I guess. I swear to fuck. She just wants an excuse to see me. Oh dear. We do in fact seem to have L-word issues. It's like transparently obvious. Like how she keeps flirting with all my friends too. Ugh. Or just magically showing up at places we used to go together. It's honestly kind of pathetic, like trying so hard to make it seem like you're over me that just shows you aren't. We definitely have L-word issues. LMAO. Know what I mean? You may not understand the specifics, but it's clear that she's including you in some kind of social situation she's dealing with. Wow, that's what you do when you're already friends with someone. You basically just skip to the front of the line. You nod and look sympathetic. You totally get it, you tell her. You have an ex like that too. Who is she even trying to fool? Right? It's like embarrassing that we even dated. We were totally going to request combat assignments on the same ship, too. So dumb. Anyway. Sorry, but I gotta go back to my hive. She just keeps bugging me about some shit she left there. I keep telling her I don't even think it's even there. But she says she has all of her belongings itemized or something? Such a dork. I'm like the best thing that ever happened to her. You keep nodding vigorously. Your neck is starting to hurt from all the nodding. You tell Elwurd that she's obviously too good for whoever this girl is. I mean, I know. But I gotta deal with her shit anyway. Anyway, sorry it's literally so dumb, but do you mind if we just swing by my hive on our way out? It won't take long. She's like terminally punctual. She always sent me her ETA on Gorgle maps. This is a real softball. No need to agonize over this decision. You tell her that you don't mind at all. She starts to head out, but then she stops and looks at you. Her brow furrows. You know, for an extraterrestrial, you're kind of cute. Oh my. Ah, jeez. You start to feel flustered as she peers at you more closely. Are you going to have to make it clear once again that you're only interested in friendship? I'm getting an idea. Oh, dear. It's another jealousy trap. We just got through doing this in last night's episode of Adventure Time. My ex thinks she's so cool because she's a Jade-Blood and they have, like, sacred duty or whatever. And I was going to guess Jade-Blood for her, just because she sounds like uptight, punctual, you know, itemized all of her shit. Yeah, that sounds like a Jade-Blood. She makes a complicated motion with her hand. From context, you gather that this is the troll version of a jerking off gesture. You'll file away the implications of that one to consider at a later time. She's probably never met an alien before. Even jerking off is complicated for trolls. Definitely never dated one. Do you think we could pretend to be a thing? Like Red Rom? Just until she goes away. She'll fully shit herself, I swear. Just, you know, don't fall in love with me, kid. Just kidding. Really don't, though. Your heart is beating at an unusual rate, and not even because of fear this time. Fake dating again? Do trolls do this a lot? There must be some cultural context that makes them turn to a fake relationship for security. Well, there is, actually. But we don't need to get into all that right now. There is, in fact, a very good reason to fake a relationship in troll society. It is literally a matter of life and death. Life or death. On the one hand, you're an experienced fake dater by now. Elwurd could check your references. On the other hand, you know how this ends. You know this ends with you falling in love with her. There's literally no fake dating situation that has ever ended differently. The last fake relationship you did agonizingly circled the rim of romance before falling out and into your hands for a sick friendship rebound, but it was a close one. You might be like a quarter of the way in love with her already. She looks like troll Natalie Dormer. She kind of does, actually, now that you mention it. It's definitely way too dangerous to say yes to this. Yes, certainly. It would be my pleasure. Alright. Brilliant options, yes. So, low-key fake date or a high-key fake date? Which is the correct response? I guess the enthusiasm matters. I think so, too. So I think, well, but then, like, super enthusiastic might also be, like, the one where MSPA reader really does fall in love and screw up the friendship. So I think this is the wrong choice. Absolutely amazing choices in this one. I'm going to go with the, well, but the super enthusiastic one sounds more interesting, so we'll save that for later. I'm not even going by success-failure, I'm just, what sounds like more spectacular? And that's definitely the bottom one. Call back to Homestuck's no versus fuck no. But thou must is a popular trope out there. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to go with the low-key fake date. You say that could be cool. You say it super casually, like you pretend to be in relationships with aliens every day of your life. So this could also be. See, I'm trying to use like psychology, double, triple, reverse psychology with the game at this point. Like, oh, so this is the one where he tries to be casual and fucks it up that way, or maybe it does work, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, we just have to play and find out. Elwurd grins, clearly pleased. You're sure this was the right choice. Then again, you've thought that before, only to end up in terrifying, painful situations. But you're pretty confident this time. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. That's great. Thanks for doing me a solid. L, you won? She shoots you a finger gun and winks. Not double finger gun and wink? Yep, we got lesbians. Yeah, there is just... Hang on, where's it? Yeah, there is just... It's like the first thing I see everywhere in this apartment is lesbians. Must be a Jade Blood thing. Yeah, like... That's something like... I think that's something like Hussey talked about in some Q&A or other, that... for trolls, being only attracted to one gender for trolls is kind of like just having a very it's just like having a very well-defined type. You know, like the analogy he used was like, you know, Kanaya only liking girls is kind of the equivalent of a guy saying like only liking, you know, overweight women as opposed to skinny ladies. And we have a very firm set of tastes for Elwurd. It was now a deeply familiar story beat. Elwurd takes you back to her hive. It's pretty messy. You can understand why her ex would have a hard time finding something she left here. You don't see any signs of a Lucius, but it's probably rude to ask about that, with how often trolls and other animals are murdered in this society. You ask Elwurd if you should get back your if you should get your stories straight, like how did you meet? How long have you been dating? Who is the funny one who always gets to choose the food on date nights? Yeah, I got a 3,000-word essay, a backstory for us to memorize. I'll be quizzing you on my favorite movies. JK, haha. I'm not worried. We can just wing it. Oh, I think she's here anyways. Sure enough, you hear a crisp knock on the door. Elwurd leans against the nearest wall and crosses her arms over her chest, looking bored. Come on in, girl. Oh, wow, hey. Bronia. Another troll enters the hive. Hey, wait a second, you know this one. This troll is already your friend. That might be a good thing, but it might also ruin your chances with the friend you're currently chasing. I did not expect it to be Bronia. You know? I honestly expected either a new troll or something, but I did not expect a returning Bronia. So this just got... We just got an unexpected twist here. But maintaining your existing friendships is important too. You're going to have to find a way to balance this. She doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. Hello, Elwurd. We can make this the last time we have to see each other. If you would just hand over my favorite sweater. I don't have it. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. It's very simple. 1, I was wearing it over here when we broke up. 2, I keep careful track of all my belongings. 3, you think it's funny to antagonize me? This whole scheme has gone completely off the rails. Yeah. All signs point to you having it. I don't want to fight again. Isn't it nicer if we collaborate? Who's fighting? I don't even remember what your sweater looks like. I don't really think about it. Or you. At all? Oh, that's a lie. Ever. Emotional dishonesty is a barrier to helpful communication. Ugh. I'm not one of your little jades who have to listen to this crap. Or whatever. I'm not... Okay, whatever. I'm not going to get dragged back into this. You're interrupting my date, Bronia. More like Borinia. Haha, burn. LMAO. I'm actually trying to hang out with someone who's not you right now. Real cutie. Oh man, oh no. Elwurd makes a lazy gesture at you as if to indicate that pointing you out to Bronia is barely holding her interest. You look at Bronia and try to smile. Okay, there's no way. There's no way. The biggest flaw for with this plan is that I don't think Bronia is going to fall for it just because MSPA Reader seems to be a dude. And just looking around the apartment, I don't think we're Elwurd's usual type. You lift your hand in a tentative wave. Hi, you guess. Bronia's taken aback. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That was a very anime-esque bob there. Ooh, 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 ooh. She looks back and forth between you and Elwurd a couple times, trying to make sense of the situation. You and Elwurd? I am one gigantic cringe right now. I'm along for the ride. I'm on board. I want to see where this crazy train takes us. Well, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were looking for a romantic connection. Could have introduced you to some other Jades. Not that I mind that you're with Elwurd. Wish only the best for her and all that she does. Elwurd rolls her eyes theatrically, then she looks back at you. Okay, careful, cat, don't step on my keyboard. I'm gonna screw up the stream. You two know each other? She doesn't look happy about it. You remember that the reason she wanted to fake date with you in the first place was to hold your cool alien status over your ex's head. Excuse me, over her ex's head. Bronia, already knowing you, has undoubtedly taken some of the wind out of her sails. You have to do something to turn this around. You don't want to be rude to Bronia, but surely just hyping Elwurd is safe. You tell Bronia thanks for the offer, but you're happy with the choices you've made. She looks a little hurt, but quickly rebounds. Of course, I wouldn't tell you how to conduct your personal life. I'm really just here for my sweater. Can you get it, please, Elwurd? Nah, lol. You just lost it. Stop making excuses to come over here. This is getting pretty personal. You tried to make yourself as unobtrusive as possible, pulling the collars of your, well, Tagora's robe up to hide your face. Oh my god, we're still wearing Tagora's robe from like two Friendsims ago. Someone might accuse you of manufacturing reasons for me to keep coming over. By not giving it back. Lol. Okay, whatever. I'll just let you know if it turns up, alright? Not alright? 1, you said that before and you've never followed through. 2, you never contact me first. 3, you're obviously not motivated to find it. I want to settle this once and for all. Fight, 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 kiss, kiss. We are officially Arthur Dent. It's not inaccurate. It's time to resolve our conflict. Jeez. I didn't steal your fucking sweater. Look, I want to resolve this too. But now just isn't a good time. Can you just let me have some time with my new pal here? It does seem like a reasonable request. This may take longer than I would have liked. I suppose I could leave it alone for now, but you can't just keep avoiding me forever. Not just about the sweater. I'm not doing that. Ugh, didn't you get enough of talking about your feelings when we were actually together? Why do we have to talk about them now? Ugh. Let's talk about it later then. I'd rather leave my friend here out of it anyway. Her friend! Wow! You breathe a sigh of relief. You don't have many friendships yet that you could stand to lose one. You can now listen to the rest of the conversation with a touch more ease. I'll come back when you're more available. Please try to work with me on this. Thank you. Bronia makes her way out. Elwurd watches her leave and then sags back against the wall, scowling. She seems to be in much lower spirits than she was earlier. Your heart aches. Friend or not, you want to cheer her up again. You know what? She takes a deep breath and looks over at you. Her sprite actually did a little sign animation there. It was a nice touch. I do have her sweater. Oh, the plot thickens. It's in the back of my closet. She starts laughing. You giggle a little too. What just happened here is an opening. You witnessed something revealing, and now Elwurd is in a vulnerable position. You don't want to push her or annoy her, but she did loop you into this, and you can't waste this opportunity. It might be worth it to take a risk. You say, hesitantly, that it seems like Bronia was really desperate, like she's totally not over it. I know, right? I told you. You say that also it's okay to not be over it 100% yet. That even if a relationship was wrong and you're way better off without it, sometimes you can still feel a little sad, and that's fine. In fact, you say it can make you seem emotionally deep and in an extremely cool way. You give her a little smile. She smiles back. Thanks for saying that. You're really nice. You didn't have to do all that for me. Sorry for bringing you into this mess. Did you still want to get that drink? You're a good friend. Hey, friendship achieved. Yeah, her sprite's been... Yeah, like... Her sprite moves around in a way that's like, is very emotive. In fact, all the sprite animations, so far in this route have been pretty good. Your heart overflows, and you beam a brilliant smile at her. You feel the warm bloom of friendship opening its sweet petals to your heart. Cat, what are you doing? Friendship achieved. Hey, I said that already. Victory! Hey! Alright, now let's see how that can all go wrong. Let's see, as you may recall, my prediction for this one was that this was the one that ends with MSPA Reader actually falling in love and fucking everything up. Let's see what happens. Bless MSPA Reader's heart. You grasp her hands, your eyes shining. Yes, you tell her. Yes, you will fake date her. You're ready to dive into this thing together, side by side, for as long as she needs, with your whole heart and mind, whatever it takes. Whoa. Whoa. That's... You were, like, really ready to go for it. Like, about to jump right in. Maybe this was a bad idea. I don't want to lead you on. Oh no, you way overdid it. You shrink back, mortified. No, you tell her, you weren't going to fall in love. You weren't even thinking it. Just thinking about helping her with her awkward situation. Uh-huh. Hey, you mentioned your ex earlier? Is that recent? Like, were you trying to rebound with me or something? Because if it's recent, I mean, I get it. Breakups can be hard. I mean, mine was fine. Completely mutual. We know that's a lie. But I get it. Your ex only exists in your imagination. I told I have a real ex. She lives in Canada. I have an ex in North Alternia. Elwurd is giving you an out here, and you're going to take it. You nod, trying to look sad. Breakups are hard. After all, that part isn't a lie, just a well-known truth of life. You know what? I can blow my ex off for now. I'm going to take you out. Take me out. Love that song, A Guitar Hero. Take you somewhere special. Where you can forget all, have a little time. Have a little me time, you know? I think you deserve it. Okay, a little hiccup there, but maybe you've managed to turn this around. You feel bad that she thinks you're newly heartbroken, but it's comforting that her reaction is to try to cheer you up rather than pouncing at you when you're most vulnerable, like some other trolls would do. Actually, she's being really nice. Maybe this friendship train is on the right track after all. Elwurd takes you to what appears to be a coffee shop. It has all the trappings of a coffee shop. But mugs, bean grinders, fiddly little machines with tubes, tables with people working on husk tops. The smell in the air is not coffee, though. It's something earthier and a little spicier. You're gonna guess grounded grubs. Just a hunch. Good hunch. Here we are. Now she's gonna try and set you up. Let's get something to drink. And wait for it to start. You let her choose your drink. She brings you a steaming mug of something. It's hot. You sip it cautiously. Not bad at all. No legs floating in it or anything. Troll Starbucks. Just so you know, I don't know what your deal is, but this place is kinda girls only. This is a gay coffee shop? Okay. You're an alien, so no one's gonna even ask. Including me. But just so you know the deal. Don't worry, though. If anyone does ask, I'll just say you're here with me. Plus, you're cute, so no one's gonna mind. Wink. Come to think of it, she's the first, blue butt. I just realized this. Elwurd is the first blue butt we have met without a weird eye thing. I think. Because, you know, of course, Vriska and Arania both had the eyes eightfold. Our data had 3 eyes. And here Elwurd is with just 2 normal eyes. And that's how it's weird how normal things can become weird by context. You feel your face get hot. Wait, no, you're not fake dating. No fluttery feelings here. Cool, you tell her. You love this place already. Wait, what is this place? This is... excessive bodily force poetry. Open mic night. All blood colors are welcome. Now that she says it, you can see a microphone set up on one side of the cafe. And Olive Blood is sitting nearby with a clipboard, writing down the names of people who want to perform. You ever do excessive bodily force poetry? Boom. The wind in the trees. I don't have anything good to slam on your mommy. Actually, wait. Birds. Bees. We're not going to get anything anything like that here. This is a lesbian bar. Okay, that was terrible. I'm sorry. Okay. She looks back at you. She's looking at you with those heavy-lidded eyes and that flirtatious smirk. No. Last time you let your enthusiasm get the best of you, she pulled back. But then she took you out to this cool ladies-only hangout. Dude. No. Just no. Saying yes hasn't led you wrong so far. Probably. Unless this is going to be some consequence you haven't gotten to yet. Nah, it's probably fine. You tell her you've dabbled. You try to shoot her the same kind of coy look she's giving you. Is it flirting? Who can say? You're riding this wave of plausible deniability and you're never coming back down. Really? I didn't think you'd say yes. It's so cool. Dang, you should go sign up. Oh dear. Never done it myself. But I like to come here and watch. You should totally do it. Until now, Elwurd has been pretty disengaged, but she seems actually excited about this. You gulp. You've never done slam poetry. But how hard can it be, right? I mean, I just managed it. That was great, right? Right? You got this. You go up to the Olive Blood and put your name down on the list. Then you go back to Elwurd, giving her what you hope is a look as smooth as an expensive brandy. Get ready, you tell her. She laughs. Like you're being corny instead of smooth, but it's a good-natured, so that's okay. You settle down to watch the excessive bodily force poetry. Maybe you can pick up a few tips. Before long, you notice a couple differences between this and the slam poetry you've seen before. First of all, your unfamiliarity with troll culture is causing you to miss a lot of the metaphors. You think some of those poems are erotic? People are reacting like they are, but all the body parts sound like someone did magnetic fridge poetry with an intro engineering textbook. It's all tubes and pushers and levers and sacks. Yeah. You watch the people around you try to react the same way they do. Second, troll slam poetry does involve actual slamming. Several poets, it seems to be the cooler colors of the rainbow, end their performances with acts of passionate violence against nearby chairs, tables, or even members of the audience. Artists, you guess. Temperamental. Elwurd doesn't seem surprised. One troll with a dark purple symbol, breaks the mic stand in half over her knee. Elwurd sits up a little straighter, popping the collar of her jacket a touch higher and adjusting her hair. God, I'd die if she looked at me that way. Elwurd wants to get wrecked. I wish I was that mic stand. Wow. Never had a girl that mean. Man. Okay. Simmer down, girl. Down. Where's my spray bottle? Down. Down, lesbians. I always go for the good girl spades, thinking I can change them. Like it'll be different with me, you know? It's the spade equivalent of taking on a project. If our hate is true enough, it's a bad habit. That is a fantastic insight into Black Rom shenanigans. Elwurd is the useless lesbian representation we deserve. Nice trolls. Nice trolls don't change. That's some advice for you, kid. You don't know how to respond to this, so you just nod wisely. If you're being totally honest with yourself, seeing Elwurd flustered makes you feel a little flustered too. Dude, it's not gonna happen. It's nope. Nope. Stop. Stop. Just gonna stop you right there. This isn't gonna work. If you've ever seen Chasing Amy, this isn't gonna end the way you hope it will. Not that you're changing your mind about only wanting friendship. In fact, I think that's gonna be the title of this video, Chasing Elwurd. Not that you're changing your mind about only wanting friendship, but you wouldn't mind if she looked at you with a little bit of the awe she's giving the purple blood. Finally, it's your turn to perform. You got so into the show, you forgot you were actually going to do this. Now walking up to the front, you wish you could forget again. You clear your throat. Silence. Then a flash of inspiration hits. Oh no. You had trouble understanding the troll poems because of the socio-cultural differences, so maybe if you load your piece with references to your own world, they'll just assume it's good. You start listing body parts you have. Knees. Hang on. Knees. Spleen. Shoulders. You toss in a few celebrity names. Steve Jobs. Rita Moreno. Then you put in the most seriously poetry voice you can think and say, Numa, Numa, A. Numa, 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 A. Fils de la patata. Minda, no. Minda, yes. Another idea hits you like a wet fish to the face. Maybe if you end this with some kind of violent gesture, like the purple blood girl did, Elwurd will like you more. You seek out her face in the audience, and looking right into her eyes, you slap yourself in the face as hard as you can. There's a smattering of lackluster claps. No one looks impressed. A few grumbles echo around the cafe. You think you may have just bombed. Your budding confidence is hit with a big load of shame, descending into wet concrete. Descending like wet concrete. But when you get back to Elwurd, she's grinning. Damn. That wasn't what I expected at all. Was pretty funny, though. You must have some real abdominal sausages to get up there and perform like that. Nice job, alien. She gives you a wink. You start to perk up a little. After all, you don't need to be friends with the rest of the people in this cafe. Just this cool troll girl. It looks like making yourself look dumb has brought you two closer together. Honestly, though, I'm surprised you didn't do a piece about your breakup. Oh, right, you completely forgot about your breakup. Or rather, your fake-up. Elwurd leans forward, her hands splayed on the table. Her black claws gleam in the low cafe light. Wait. You can tell me about it. If you want. Like, I'm over my breakup. Abdominal sausages? Troll words for things are always great. But if you want to talk about yours, it's fine. I know sometimes it's like, just really on your mind. Just right in there. Ah, you're starting to feel even less great about lying. You fidget uncomfortably in your seat. No, you know what? You're supposed to be making a friend here. Yes, in the past it's been advantageous to just go along with whatever people say until they like you. But you and Elwurd are really connecting. You don't want her just to like you because she thinks you're sad. You want this to be real. I think this failure route is longer than the successful route. You take a deep breath and tell Elwurd you don't have a recent ex at all. You tell her you were just trying to commiserate. The atmosphere immediately shifts. Elwurd sits back and the warmth goes out of her face entirely. What? Really? Oh. Huh. That's not really cool. Oh, shit. You can just feel her pulling away. You can see it, too. Well, you can also see it because she's physically pulling away from you. All signs point to losing this friendship. You're so sorry, you tell her. It won't happen again. Yeah. Sorry, no offense. But it's not cool to lie about shit like that. It's pretty weird. She's completely detached now, barely even looking at you. Let's see her flip her shit. It was nice to meet you, but it's probably best if you just go. See ya, Space Moon Beast Boy. Alright. She just signed us off with Cowboy Bebop. See ya, Space Boom Beast Boy. Moo Beast Boy. As much as it hurts, you have to agree. It's probably best just to cut your losses. You try not to let your disappointment show as you walk away. Game over. Alright, so that was the failure route. And it was longer than the successful route. So yeah, that was Elwurd. I like her. She's good. But, I mean, I like all the Blue Bloods. You know that by now. But she was great. That was fun. We are going to take a short break and then go to the Gold Blood twins, or whatever the deal is with that pair. I will see you in a moment. Alright. Bye-bye.